Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D's, so now I'm going to bring to you guys another review of the Final Destination series. This time I bring to you The Final Destination from 2009, released by New Line, and this time they bring David Ellis, who directed Final Destination 2, back on board, though James Wong was on board to do this, but he dropped out due to working on the extremely underrated Dragon Ball Evolution. Now, the film stars Bobby Campo, Chantal Van Santen, Nick Zano, Haley Webb, and Mykelti Williamson. So let's just get on with the story. I'll explain how it goes. Now, this was also the first film in the series to be shot in 3D, which is the reason why Ellis came on board to be the director. Anyway, college student Nick O'Bannon visits the McKinley Speedway with his girlfriend Lori and their friends Hunt and Janet. While watching the race, Nick has a premonition of a horrible car accident that sends debris into the stands, causing the stadium to collapse. When Nick panics, a fight breaks out and several people leave the stadium, including his friends, security guard George, mechanic Andy, his girlfriend Nadia, racist tow truck driver Carter, and Samantha. As Nadia berates the group, a stray tire flies out of the stadium and decapitates her. Weighing about 15 or about 20 minutes into this movie, we finally get our title scene, opening credits. That's kind of a slight negative. One of my few negatives, considering this is the shortest of all the Final Destination movies. It's only a mere 82 minutes. So anyway, several days after the accident, Carter tries to burn a cross on George's lawn, preventing him from saving his wife, but a chain reaction causes him to be dragged down the street on fire before his tow truck explodes. Like in the other movies, we see a strange kind of blowing go on through, and actually turns on his radio, the wars, why can't we be friends? Another slight negative I can't believe they picked that for, well, a soon to be death scene. Could have found something a hell of a lot better. Don't mind me. I like the song's good. Don't get me wrong, it's a good song, but I think they could have picked something out a little better. But anyway, well, Nick and his friends actually have a little chat, their favorite little coffee joint. It was called Death by Caffeine. That's kind of an odd choice of a name. And this movie has some very odd moments and what have you. Now, they soon hear about, then the next death occurs. Samantha is trying to prepare herself for a date. Well, when she doesn't get the word on her hair appointment, but she really needs it at the last minute, so she gets it. And things go a little crazy and what have you, soon when her boys come in, well, she's got a sense that she's got her eye on both of them. And soon as she's leaving, this old dude driving a lawnmower tractor goes through and fires a rock by, propels it, shot right through the eye, killing her instantly. Ouch. After reading about the events in the newspaper and the past disasters that parallel to the speedways, Nick becomes convinced that death is after them. But Hunt and Janet don't believe them, but they manage to convince George to help. So they visit the mechanic shop to warn Andy But, well, you guessed it, death hits him when he's killed when a CO2 tank launches him through a chain link fence and, ugh, terrible. Yeah, another thing that's not good in this movie is the CGI. A lot of CGI is not good, even with the 3D. Well, I have 3D. I just see the 2D version, thank you. Well, after receiving a premonition involving water, Nick tries to warn Hunt, who has gone to a country club pool. Because he wants to get laid. I'll explain more about these characters later, okay? At the same time, George and Laurie try to find Janet, who becomes trapped in a malfunctioning car wash, and they narrowly manage to save her. However, Hunt drops his lucky coin in the water after accidentally turning the pool's drain on, unbeknownst to him, after confiscating a big water gun by this little douchebag. Yeah, it's like, no. It's like, give me the gun. No. Yeah. Crazy. So when he dives in, he is sucked down to the drain, where the increasing suction eventually sucks his organs through the drain pipe, and that is gonna hurt. Yep. Afterward, George admits that he tried to commit suicide several times, but all attempts have failed. Nick believes saving Janet must have ruined Death's plan, and the group celebrates. Now, 4 days later, Nick begins to see more omens and remembers asking this cowboy dude at the race, Jonathan, to switch seats prior to the accident, meaning he's next. So Nick and George track him down at a hospital, where he remained in tracked and recovering from the accident. They try to stop Sam, but they witness him being crushed by an overflowing bathtub that falls through the ceiling. And not very much of a good time. Just lean I mean, come on, couldn't the guy that tending that old dude trying to put in that therapy bed, just turn the flipping water off or something, huh? Not very smart, are they? Well, anyway. Now, as they leave, George is suddenly hit by a speeding ambulance, and Nick realizes that Laurie and Janet are still in danger. So he tracks them down to the local mall where they're at their movie theater and convinces Laurie to leave, but Janet refuses and is fatally injured by flying debris when a chain reaction causes the screen to explode. And a multitude of explosions race Nick and Laurie through the mall until they are trapped on a malfunctioning escalator. Laurie is dragged into the gears and killed, but this just turns out to be another premonition. But George is killed by the ambulance before Nick can warn him. Now, you got 5 seconds to stop this vid to avoid hearing the ending. Stop the video at the time in the description box, and avoid the ending to this. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. At the mall, Laurie begins seeing omens as well. Having failed in his premonition, Nick runs back to the mall to stop the explosion before it occurs. But suddenly he is pinned to a wall by the nail gun, but manages to stop the fire before it spreads to several combustible barrels, saving everyone. 2 weeks later, Nick notices a loose scaffold prop while heading to the cafe, the coffee shop, and warns a construction worker about it before going inside. So while talking with Laurie and Janet, he starts to see more omens and alludes to the theory that the chain of events since the Speedway disaster were meant to lead them to where they needed to be for death to strike. Just as he realizes this, the scaffold outside collapses, causing a truck to swerve and crash into the coffee shop, killing all 3 of them. Janet is crushed under the tires, Laurie is decapitated by the impact, and Nick is repelled into a wall, dislocating his jaw. End of story. Alright, now I'm glad that's over with. Now then, what are my thoughts on the Final Destination? Well, it's okay and all. I mean, it's not really my favorite of the franchise. I like it I don't hate the movie. I like it a little bit for certain reasons. But it's just for some of the kills, despite the CGI in 3D isn't really much to look at and what have you. A lot of the characters are really more missed than hit. Nick is okay. Lori, I'm gonna say is okay. Jed can be a biatch at times, and Hunt, I'm saying he's a major douchebag, a real major douchebag. I mean, especially before his death, he's messing with this cute, sexy gal here. Oh man, and he just stops her gal on his iPad or something to play a game. Oh boy, what in the kind blooming world was that bozo thinking? Oh, well, anyway, most other characters were just more hit or miss. And I did like McKelty Williamson. You may remember him as Bubba from Forrest Gump. He plays George. He wasn't too bad. Well, while despite the film went on to make 186 million worldwide, but unfortunately it was heavily dissed, the worst critical reception of the franchise. However, the franchise would redeem itself a couple of years later with a fifth Final Destination, but it would serve as a prequel, though. But I'll explain why when we get to the review next time. Would I recommend the Final Destination? Well, now one other thing is the music's is good in some parts, and well, even though I don't like the 3D much or the CGI, I do like how the intro and the little closing of the deaths of the final three characters. Yeah, that was good. That was good in some ways. But would I recommend this movie? Not really. Not unless if you're drunk and what have you. If you're drunk, watch this with your drinking buddies. Okay, don't watch this if you're not a whole lot if you're not drunk. In which case, I probably won't do that because I haven't drunk in nearly 15 years. Thank you very much. Okay, now, what did you think of the Final Destination? Do you like it or do you hate it? Please feel free to tell me in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel as well and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me again next time when I review Final Destination 5. Thank you again for watching. Now, if you liked what you saw, you can check out my reviews of the last 3 movies. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Final Destination. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of Final Destination 2. And in the bottom left-hand corner is my review of Final Destination 3. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe to my channel for more with more of the Big D. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.